Well, very good. Well, thank you, Jorge and Sharon, for helping and coordinating this set of this webinar series. This is something that my colleague, Dr. Jack Baldoff, and I started with 2 workshops when we brought for the first time GCOOS to Houston, thanks to this sponsorship of the Society of Underwater Technology and the sponsorship of TechCNM at that time, where we presented for the first time the first set of findings that GCOOS had produced as part of their project. And we were very pleased to learn about all great work that they were producing on the southern side of Mexico, but also on the northern side of the Gulf of Mexico. And that encounter produced multiple outlets of collaboration in industry and here in academia through TechCNM. And now I'm very pleased to see that there is this second edition that we're presenting. And since then, I wanted to share with our community, those that are interested or invested in the Gulf of Mexico, to share with you what one of these outlets that came out of that collaboration. And that is this network to network for the Gulf of Mexico. This is, there is a brief sequence of events that we divide this in phases. We have phase 1 that started in 2015 and 2019. So as you can see, the first edition of this GCOOS and now Zenith Oceano collaboration happened in 2018. But this is something that we had started envisioning a long time ago, where we call that phase the design phase, that started with the visits to the Yucatan Peninsula to learn about the different research facilities that are in the Yucatan, and to learn about what is happening in the other Gulf of Mexico states research-wise. We organized a GCOOS workshop. We organized a workshop, Yucatan TAMU, on radars that became a project later sponsored by the national academies. We created a binational planning committee, and then we got a project sponsored by the National Science Foundation to bring together a network to network event. So this was not an institution to institution, it was a network of institutions that we brought together. So networks that were vested in Mexico and the US and the Gulf of Mexico across multiple sectors. So we wanted to bring together academia, government, industry, communities, that also we were looking at different impacts in the environment, in society, and in the economy that were produced by multiple sectors, from fisheries, tourism, energy, the environmental protection, to transportation, commerce, defense, national security, public health, etc. So we wanted to bring all those networks that had some vesting interest in the Gulf of Mexico. So since then, as I mentioned, my colleague, Dr. Baldoff, was the one leading our group, and we moved to phase 2 in 2020, where I started leading that small planning committee that we meet on a bi-weekly basis. And we set up what is now our massive transformative purpose, which is leveraging the power of network collaborations. So what we wanted to do, we want to become the point of contact for any data that is available in the Gulf of Mexico, and that might have an impact not only in the Gulf of Mexico, but beyond the Gulf of Mexico. So for that, we created a structure where we have now subgroups that represent research, data science, and we have a governance for the organization. We also implemented the first pilot project that is a data lake system that is set here, the TechCNN, that now has been expanded and that is currently establishing collaborations through an exercise with N2N-GoM, which is a platform that allows to expedite and facilitate communication across different groups. And then we also have been submitting proposals so that we can make these groups sustainable. So phase 3 is what we call implementation. And that's where we're standing now, where we are about to define a pathway to define what is a nonprofit organization. And for that, we have our constitution set up. We have already an operational data lake, and we have a strategy, which is focused on improving decision-making for every organization or individual that has a vested interest in the Gulf of Mexico. So I'm not going to spend more time because I think I defined what N2N-GoM is. I just want to concentrate on what we really want to do, which are these 3 items. What we want to do is to integrate all available scientific evidence from the Gulf of Mexico, which are data from field and lab observations, from models and experts' knowledge. We want to share knowledge and operational infrastructure, and we want to build research, academic service, and entrepreneurship capacity. So that's basically what N2N-GoM is. And as I mentioned before, our main goal is to improve decision-making, to have an impact in the sustainability, resilience, and adaptation in the Gulf of Mexico. Very good. Thank you very much, and best wishes and good luck for the development of this webinar series.
Thank you, Zenon. Thank you so much for that good presentation. Next, we have Dr. Juan Carlos Erguera. He's a professor at CICESE Marine Science Institute in Mexico and a technical lead for GCOOS Consortium.